Walk us through the nuts and bolts of this and how it's going to work.
Well, let's start with the numbers here. About 90% of Amazon Prime's 90 million users, it's a huge amount of people, live within 10 miles of a Whole Foods. So it's really a no-brainer that Amazon's going to come in and they're going to offer this great option where you can get your groceries delivered for free within 2 hours from those hubs. So, I mean, if you think about it, it's much smarter to have the delivery coming from these individual stores. Amazon Whole Foods has about 400 plus stores at the moment, and they are in some of the wealthiest neighborhoods on the planet. So you can go in, you can have the delivery come right from those stores rather than some distant warehouse where it's a lot more expensive.
So, David, you know, we've been talking about this now for months, the power of Amazon, just not to underestimate them. You know, how big a deal do you think this is?
This particular thing is just one more incremental piece of progress towards global domination. I mean, these people are the scariest and at the same time the most impressive company most of us have ever seen. I mean, it is not hyperbole to sort of ask the question, what industry will Amazon not take on and possibly take over? But you know, they execute better than anybody. I also think they're amazingly good at incrementalism, sort of seeing what they have and making the next right move on top of it. So I'm very impressed with this.
Olivia, what does this mean for the competition? Obviously, you know, companies like Instacart, which, you know, had a very close relationship with Whole Foods until Amazon moved in there.
Well, Instacart has been very smart about this. They knew this was coming and they've been planning around it, and they've really quietly been building up their customer base. Instead of focusing on Whole Foods, they've now gone to every other grocer that would compete essentially with Amazon Whole Foods, and they now have 6 of the 7 largest grocers in the country. The only one that's holding out at the moment is Walmart, so we'll see what happens there. But they've been very strategic and they've built these really solid relationships with them. So I think what we're going to see play out here is this Whole Foods versus everybody else drama that we're going to see.
So what else do you think we will see over the course of the next year? Plans to expand this across the U.S. in 2018?
Well, I think we'll definitely see it expand to almost all of Whole Foods stores. I think we're also going to see a lot of pressure get put on the suppliers to Whole Foods. You know, right now it costs about $25,000 to have premium shelf space in a Whole Foods. I think we're going to see that number go way up. This is according to some reporting from the Wall Street Journal. There have been some reports that said it would be up to $300,000 for just a couple weeks in a prime eye-level spot in a Whole Foods. And that's really going to put pressure on the suppliers. Either they're going to defect or they're going to have to hang on for dear life.